Hey everyone, it's Diaz from Bugle Talks here. Today I asked a couple cosplayers what was their aha moment in cosplaying, and if they had unlimited money, what cosplay would they have?
That's cool. Hi, my name is Jake. I am also known as a White Lawn Chair on Instagram. And I would love to thank this guy for having me on his podcast, and might as well dive right into it. The moment that everything clicked into place for me when it came to cosplaying was my first major cosplay, which was Virgil from Devil May Cry 5. As soon as I walked in those doors, everyone just started looking at me like, oh my god, that is Virgil. At the same time, I didn't even have a sword yet. And one of the vendors pulled me aside and was like, look, I'm going to cut you a deal. $30 for this light up sword. And I took it. So Virgil was the first cosplay that really just was my aha moment when it came to actually cosplaying. And as you can see, we got project number 9. If I had the infinite funds, my dream cosplay of mine would be Horus from Warhammer 40k. Just because it's a great, cool character, well-written character. He's big, he's elaborate, he's just, you can spot him from miles away. He's just an eye catch. You can absolutely just see everyone wanting a picture with you. Winning competitions would be awesome. Just overall, it's just an insane cosplay. I wish I had the money, or if I had the infinite money to do it, I would 100% absolutely do. But Deadpool's pretty cool as well. He's fun. Thank you for having me.
Hi. So, a dream cosplay of mine is maybe a little bit of a dead giveaway if you know what my name actually means. So, my name on Instagram is Kanohi, and it is a reference to a Lego series that was popular in the early 2000s called Bionicles. And that was a huge part of my childhood. I wanted those every time I had either a birthday or Christmas. I wanted Bionicles. And today I actually have them on a display inside my apartment. And I just love everything about them, both the toys and as well as the movies, because they did movies with them as well. So if I were to pick a dream cosplay, it would be a Bionicle cosplay. And I'd basically go for anything, because I think all of the characters are so unique in their own way. They have personalities tailored to them. And I just think they're awesome. If I had to pick 2 characters, I would say either it would be Toa Leva or Toa Pohato, because those were my favorites, and it also corresponds with the color schemes that I usually go with, which is Leva is the green version of the Bionicles, and Pohato is the brown version of Bionicles. I think their personalities are very cool, and if I had unlimited resources, I would try and build a Bionicle cosplay from top to bottom, like an entire armor or something. And I'm not sure how I would go about it, if I would go for a toy version or one that is a more movie-like version, or maybe even something in between. I think that would be my answer to a dream cosplay. So Bionicles, I love them, and I hope I would have the creativity one day to actually make one. So that's my answer for a dream cosplay. My name is a bit of a giveaway, so don't act so surprised. Thank you. Hey, Kenobi6 here. The first aha moment out of two I'm gonna tell, I would say, is when I not necessarily wore my first Spidey suit, but I would say the moment I put everything together as all of the accessories, being the face shield, the dance belt, the compression gear underneath, and then the suit, to have a final product, so to say. The finalizing of the suit was a very aha moment for me. This is very awesome, and I just want to go back and experience that. The second aha moment I have is back in 2019 October, when I attended my first ever Comic-Con. It was in London Comic-Con, and that was an amazing experience. I had no idea what I was going to expect, but I was blown away with amazing artists, amazing cosplayers, and just having a completely great time. So, and I still keep coming back for more. So that's my two aha moments that I really enjoy back when I really started cosplaying, to cons and having a finalized suit. That's my aha moments that I love this. So that's my answer on the first question. Hey.
So the first question, when was my aha moment in cosplay? Meaning, like, when did I realize that I should do more of this? It's kind of tied. So I do a lot of, basically the reason why I cosplay is to do, I cosplay Spider-Man, and I make personalized video messages for kids, and do hospital visits. I organize community events like group blood donations. I organize fundraising events. I focus all on stuff like that. So back to the main question, which led to that, is back in the pandemic. During the pandemic, 2021-ish, had been dragging on for a long time. Lots of shutdowns. Everybody was miserable for so long. And I got myself a Spider-Man costume just to mess around with my nieces and nephews. It was this one here. This was the first one I got. And yeah, so I played around with my nieces and nephews. They loved it. I had a great time. And then one day, I was bored, and I figured, you know what, I'd heard of people like going out in costume to like make people smile, because it's been a long, shitty time with the pandemic. So I did it. I tried it. I put the suit on, went for a walk in the neighborhood, and people reacted super positively to it. It was a lot of fun. I chatted up a whole lot of people. And so that kind of gave me the idea of I can maybe push this further and do more. So I did. Got some more suits, and I didn't have Instagram at the time, so I made an Instagram page, and kind of the ideas kind of grew from there, right? So initially it was just making the video messages because everything was shut down. Word kind of spread. And so I make the video messages in exchange for donations to targeted charities, and I also offer some up for free, right, for kids that are in the hospital or whatever. That's totally cool. That's it. So now I've got a collection of suits. I've got this cartoon one, and TASM 2 from RPC Studio, the RPC paint. Got this guy, No Way Home? Yeah, No Way Home suit. Everything's getting all tangled up. I'll just edit this part out. And I got lucky to score one of these guys, the TASM 2 suit by, it was Aaron Alejandro at the time. It's a Suit Up PE now on Instagram. And the last suit that I've got is the Across the Spider-Verse Miles costume. Anyway, I think I gave more information than what was asked. That's it. That's how I had my aha moment, was that first walk out in the neighborhood. And people reacted very positively to it. I had a great time, and it just kind of grew from there and focused on like the community charity aspect of it. Okay, second question. If I had unlimited money, which cosplay would I do? I would really, really like a super high quality, like the PS5 advanced Spider-Man suit with the big white spider at the front. That would be amazing. Like just like like the spider is like different material. Every panel is like different material. Super high quality would be amazing. But if money was like not enough, like if money was not a thing, I would love a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles costume, like a movie quality, like the original live action movies that had like the animatronic Muppet heads. That would be my dream cosplay. It would be so cool to have a movie quality Ninja Turtle suit. Yeah. I mean, if I'm throwing ideas out there, I'd love to have a super top-notch Batman suit as well. I think like the 1989 Batman suit would be amazing, but maybe like with a different cowl and neck so that I can actually move around and look. But I love that style. Really cool suit. Or a Deadpool suit or a Wolverine suit. But yeah, TMNT. Top one for sure.
So what was my aha moment, my cosplay journey? I was probably all the way back in 2010 when I got my first Spidey suits. See, back then, places like Print Costume and Heroes Time didn't exist. So any Spidey suit you found was like a very cheaply sewn up Zentai on eBay. So I did some research and I found Spidey for Fun, which is the guy who's been doing my Spidey suits since 2010, because his quality is still pretty much top notch, even by today's standards. And he had not only Raimi movie suits, but also comic style suits. And originally I just wanted a simple symbiote suit for Halloween, but I saw the quality he was producing and had to jump on it. So I got myself two suits. A comic style, ultimate style, red and blue suit, and a symbiote suit that I kind of worked with him on to customize. Instead of the comic symbol, I had the Raimi Spider-Man 3 Venom symbol on the chest and back, all black, no webbing, and McFarlane-style eyes. Got both of them and loved them. And I finally got to wear one to like a Halloween party out in Ybor in Tampa, but also got to wear my red and blue comic suit to Spooky Empire that year. And honestly, the interactions, talking to people, really clicked with me. I loved it. I loved wearing the suit. I loved, conversing with people at the cons. So at that moment, I was like, yeah, I want to keep doing it. And a year or two later, I did my first cosplay photo shoot, made a bunch of new friends, made new connections, and been on that road ever since. What's a cosplay I would do that I don't already own if I had an unlimited budget? Well, that's easy, because there are two dream cosplays I have in mind that are definitely kind of expensive. The first is a 100% accurate white armor Raiden from Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance. I always play with the white armor on. I love his Cyborg Ninja look, and I would want to go completely accurate with it. We're talking closing faceplate, katana in a sheath on a swivel, everything. That is one cosplay I've wanted to do for years, but I don't have the armor molding skills just yet. Maybe someday I'll work on it, but if I had an unlimited budget to have somebody manufacture for me, that would definitely be on the top of the list. The second would be the Bloody Crow Kanehurst from Bloodborne. One of my all-time favorite games. I always wear the Crow Kanehurst outfit when I play. I would love to not only do that whole look accurate head to toe, but also like to do a photo shoot in the snow in Bavaria, Germany, in front of Neufeldstein Castle. Just to do like a photo shoot of him returning to Castle Kanehurst. I think that would be pretty cool. But those two have been dream cosplays of mine for years.
Okay, so my aha moment was mainly the design over the Virtual Venom cosplay. It was mainly a design that I made on VRChat with some friends with 3D models. It was very interesting to figure out how we were going to make that suit into normal. So mainly it was a very interesting experience. But yeah, I had to get from all different sources how to get the face shell and like how to make the design of the face shell it's a lot different than like the usual Spider-Man design, so I had to go somewhere else to get it, and I thought that was like really, really interesting, and I got to meet new people, so hey, that was really nice. Alright, if I could be in any cosplay, unlimited material, I would say I would go for like, I really, really want to do a really good Tron cosplay. Like a really good Tron cosplay would be really cool. And I was a big fan of Tron Legacy and the original Tron and like all the TV shows and stuff like that. So like making a blend between Tron and Spider-Man would be honestly a dream come true, with like the identity disc that pops out and lights up as well would be so amazing.
So my big aha moment with this whole cosplay thing is learning how to do stuff myself. Learning how to do stuff yourself. You know, it might be easier, or you might think it'll be easier to go online and just buy everything from reputable vendors. But chances are, once those products arrive and you try it on, it's probably not going to fit you perfectly. And what does that mean? Well, you're going to have to send it to a seamstress, to get it hemmed or altered, or pay someone else to repaint your armor. And all those things add up to more time and more money. So in the end, if you can learn how to sew, learn how to sand and paint, and in my case, I had to learn how to do some welding, not for this costume, but for my Boba Fett. If you're able to learn all that, it's going to save you a lot of time in the end. And also, it is kind of fun. Well, maybe not the sanding. So if I had unlimited time and money wasn't a factor, I would make a full set of full metal power armor from the Fallout universe. I don't know how I would do it, but it'd be awesome.